On this adventure, do I make it to the tower? You may have control over that. More will be revealed later. Welcome to another Tiny Escapes Artist adventure, where I take tiny escapes that won't break the budget or break up the marriage. I explore restorative health practices, eat a mostly plant-based diet, and I create craft on the go. What a glorious day. It's a bit chilly, 17 degrees. A bit chilly, but I'm off on an adventure. Okay, so today I am off on an adventure on a tiny escape. We're still in lockdown, so this tiny escape is going to be to somewhere that is, oh, here's this guy with incredibly long dreadlocks. I wish I could show them to you. They are so cool. Oh, and they're kind of gray blonde. Wow, that's impressive. Dude, white down to his waist. Okay, so another little adventure. The road is actually closed, but I was able to stop and ask the guy who was policing the road being closed whether or not there were trails, and he said there are trails at the end of this road because it's a national park. Oh, that was a cattle grid. Whew. And this is beautiful. It's beautiful already. Here's hoping I can go for a walk or a hike. Okay, so that right there is a prime example of why this is an adventure. So I went down to the end of this road, which is the road that my husband told me about, and I kept thinking, I don't think this road goes to some trails. And ended up driving into a block that was frankly really scary. Like a wild dog came out. Well, it was not a wild dog. It was a dog that came out. But driving into this place, like, it was broken down, and you know, there was a road that went, so it could possibly have gone through there, but it was a scary looking property. I'm thinking Ozark Mountain men or something. So I backed out of there and asked the local. As I passed the local, I asked the local, and they said, no, you don't want to go in that property. So I'm headed out to the next place that I think it could be. But good way to get the old adrenaline pumping. Whew. Found it. It's looking pretty amazing. Oh wow. Look at this. How old is this? This is a really old bridge built on great big logs. Look at that, just great big logs going down to the creek below. How cool is that? Here's the entrance. So the funny thing is, I just passed some girls and they said, "You're not doing it alone, are you?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Oh, it's a little bit scary coming down. It's really steep." And I said, "I like a little bit of scary." That's before doing it. Let's see how I feel after doing it. Anyhow, it's an adventure, and I'm loving an adventure, and it's outside and it's gorgeous. My bag's feeling kind of heavy already though, and I had to bring my coffee bag. So equal payday even. There you go. In our area, we're known for our blueberries and bananas, which grow really well on sunny hills. There was a little woman just on the other side of the fence, slowly tending her produce, stopping every now and again
to appreciate the breathtaking views. Time for a coffee break. I may not look ladylike, but unlike Isabel Page, who comes upon a bear on her solo walk recently, I'm always conscious of sitting among snakes and spiders.
I think I'm close to there. I can see sky on the other side of the hill. And through the trees, I can see, very steep though, through the trees, I can see the ocean. Stopped and had my coffee break. Feel rejuvenated. I think I'm almost there. Whew. Can do solo female hiker. Whew. Oh, there's the ocean. You probably can't see it. Whew. I've figured out a new way. I'm doing this a la backpack. On the front and backpack on the back. Next time I'll bring my proper backpack on the front, because this is a bit sketchy, but in a really good way. This is so beautiful. You can hear the birds. This is what I do this for, because it's so beautiful.
I will admit that I use my tripod as a walking stick often on the way down this hill.
See how gnarly this is? That's a word I can't say in Australian. Gnarly. This is very gnarly. There's a cliff right down there at the horizon that you can see, and that's actually a cliff. It goes straight down. But I'm taking this way, which is the much nicer way. This is the trail that goes across the hill. This is the road that goes up the hill. And it is a mess. And it goes down the hill. It is really, really hard to go down with cliffs off it. It may be great for motorbikes, but that's why the girls were worried about me coming down it. But I'm taking the one across the hill. Just a much nicer walk through the bush. How beautiful it is. Tree stumps. I have a sneaky suspicion that maybe this is the way that you push your bike up the hill. Don't know. It's just gorgeous. The big fallen trees, tree stumps. Well, I did it. I did it on my own, and I thought I made it to the top. But I have just seen the tower at the top of this hill that I didn't actually make it to the top to. I got to a spot where I could see the ocean, and then it started to go down. And I thought, oh, maybe this isn't the hill that the Towster Tower is on. And looking at it now, I can see that it goes down and then back up to the tower.
Here's where you come in. If I get 10 more subscribers before next week, I'll redo the walk all the way to the tower, a considerable distance, because as I always say, challenge is good for the soul. Thanks for sharing another adventure. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, especially to other women who might need some green me time.